Hello?
They're out there. We have no more chairs in here.
Love
No
it.
more chairs.
Amazing. Thank you all for showing up.
Unbelievable.
It's great to see you.
Thank you guys for being
Having
here.
fun so far? GalaxyCon is awesome. This is great.
This has got to be a great feeling after coming in from a red eye, and then that floor is crazy, and then you're like, okay, it's the end of the day, gonna wind down, but these folks bringing that energy here at 6 p.m.
Absolutely.
That is what we needed. Thank you.
Yeah. Coast
Thank
to coast
you.
cons. It's great. Love it.
So is this anybody's first time here in Raleigh?
First time in Raleigh,
Yeah, for me, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people, it sounds like.
Okay.
Is this anybody's first convention, by the way?
First ever. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you picked
Excellent.
a heck of a convention.
Yeah,
This
what do you
is-
think so far?
Yeah.
How are these fine folks of Raleigh and for our Raleigh first timers? How are they treating you here this
This
weekend?
has been a
today?
really warm welcome. We've met so many awesome fans, seen some great cosplays already. I'm sure there's some people we haven't met just yet, but yeah, it's been great. You guys are awesome.
Everyone's been so
fun.
sweet. Yeah, no, couldn't ask for a warmer welcome.
You know, and we were just saying in San Diego that this, you know, we were asked on our panel there, you know, what's the best part of these conventions, and it really is meeting fans. And everywhere we go, people come up to us and say how much the show means to them, how it got them through a tough time, how it's the only show they watch with their family, which, you know, okay, cool. Depends on the episode, I guess. But you know, it's really touching to see that this show has the reach that it has, and you know, it makes us just want to keep making more episodes, more seasons, 100 years Rick and Morty, and thank you for being here. Yeah, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
As you said, it does have the fan base that it has and the reach that it has, but also, as you know, the internet can be a toxic place. So how did you? I know, shocker.
News to me.
So, what were those thoughts about gaining the trust of the Rick and Morty fan base? Did that go through your thought process?
You know, I mean, from the get-go for me, I don't want to speak for both of us, but you know, we did both start as fans. So, you know, we're steeped in fandom, whether it's Rick and Morty or whether it's, you know, I mean, you're a huge DC fan.
Yes.
I love high fantasy. You know, I mean, we're fans. We cared about these characters since day one, season one. And so for us, even though we're stepping into the roles as actors, we wanted to make sure that the stories could continue, that we do justice to these characters that we've all grown to love, and that we can take them further. So, you know, what cuts through the noise for me is just, you know, the interactions that we have at conventions like this, and always kind of wanting to top myself too. Like, there's, you know, nobody's going to be my, you know, a tougher critic than myself. You know, I'm trying to, you know, top that. But yeah, the other side of me, the sort of, I don't know, more flippant side of me might say, your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. So, Rick and Morty, 100 years. Here we are.
Yes. And that's also, you know, how does anyone build trust with anyone? You can't force trust. All you can do is, in any relationship, is put your best effort forward, your best foot forward. You know, be honest and true to yourself. And like Ian said, no one is going to be a harsher critic of our work than ourselves. Right. We want to be the best Rick and Morty that we can be.
It's also just one part of these characters that have been living on the screen for over 10 years. You know, these characters owned by Adult Swim and are, you know, it's the combined effort of talented artists and animators, writers who deliver these incredible scripts for us, and you know, these creators that we work with and who support us in our sessions. We do the voices. We're grateful and happy to do those voices, but a lot of people are Rick and Morty, and you know, we have an incredible team there, and so we're all happy that we get to share in this experience and keep making the show.
Exactly. It's so much more than one person.
So trust them as well. Trust the writers.
Yeah.
Trust all the people that make this happen.
As fans, as you said, you were fans of the show. Were going into that first recording session, were you nervous, or was it just like, all right, this is the gig, and I'm gonna knock it out? You know, I'm gonna knock it out.
Yeah, we still go through the pendulum swing of we're gods to complete imposter syndrome.
Yes.
I thought I was going to get fired on my first day, if I'm being honest.
Dude,
only because, you know,
100%.
I think the nerves got to me a little bit, at least for the first hour. It was, like, you know, tough to really get back in that pocket. But, I mean, we didn't arrive at that first session of the job until after a 6-month audition process had wrapped, and there were multiple tests and, just multiple callbacks, reading to animation that was already in, and you know, just kind of having them push us and test our range. There was a lot that went into this search. We weren't drawn out of a hat. So, yeah.
With that, so do you remember the first words you said?
Ooh, that's a good question. We've never gotten that question.
For the audition or for
for your recording, for the very first episode that you...
I think I can reverse engineer it because I know
I think the first episode I think I recorded on was Jaricki.
Is that right?
Yeah, because we recorded out of order for season 7. Right. So there were, I think it was Jaricki, and then we did Unmort Rickon, if you can believe that. That was very early on. So that was a bit of a test of what we could do.
You didn't start with Poopy. That's
I did not start with Poopy.
Oh.
No.
I think
we can say Poopy again on the microphones. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So did you guys? You started on different episodes then?
It sounds like it. I didn't even realize that, to be honest, because I know I also did Jaricki as one of my first, but I think I did Poopy first, because Morty has like 7 lines and they're mostly all at the beginning, so I think we knocked those out at the beginning. So I think whatever Morty's first line is, like, I keep tripping on all his top hats or whatever that is. Like, I think that was probably the first. Yeah, that's a really good question, Milo. Yeah.
Well, and because I remember it was Jaricki because the challenge with that episode is that half of it was dialogue that was kind of Jerry-ish as well. So we were trying to infuse a bit of what Parnell had already recorded, and because they had brain swapped. So my first challenge as Rick was not fully Rick. It was a kind of a. And the first 2 episodes were true voice matches to what was already recorded. Those were the only 2 episodes that had prior recording into it. The rest was original. But those, sometimes fans say that they sound a little different. It's because there was sort of a different process in our approach on those.
So this weekend we have season 8 wrapping up. I think tomorrow night.
Finale. 11 p.m.
Night.
Everybody here is tuning in, right?
Stay tuned.
Right?
Yes.
We should all congregate in the middle of the lobby at the Marriott.
Flash mob for the Rick and Morty
finale.
Rick
and Morty finale.
Projected on the side of the building.
Yeah.
I mean, legally, of course. Don't pirate the stream or anything
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
So that being said, what can you possibly tell us about season 9? Is there anything that you can tell us about? I know that was that was written-ish during the strike. The strike kind of stopped the production on that.
I'm not sure the exact timelines because the writers' room works at a different pace than we work. Right, so and the strike's taking place at different times. I know that there was a little bit of delay for season 8 due to the strikes, the ripple effect of the strikes. That's the extent to which I know. But I can tell you that 9's going to be awesome. I mean,
it's so good, you guys.
We can't spoil anything.
Yeah.
But the writing does get better and better. I can tell you that everybody on the show is really pumped for 9, especially. So there's a lot of great things to expect from the show for the next 100 years.
100 years.
But yeah, and we're renewed through 12. So whatever is happening in 8 and 9, there's room for it to grow, and hopefully beyond that.
A constant theme, it seems, with television shows and animation is somewhere around that 10th year, we start to see the inclusion of a musical episode. Do you think that maybe you'd be interested in doing a musical episode of Rick and Morty?
If it's if that's the script they give us, then
as long as it's not live.
Right? Yeah, live musical might be tough.
Yeah, if I could rehearse.
I think we have a great composer on the show. Ryan Elder is amazing with all the music you've heard on the show. So, if that's in the cards, great. We'll show up for it. But I don't know that it's in the works.
I guess,
or anything like
that is kind of a thing. Yeah, the 10
right about
season.
10.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a musical.
I had not thought about that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You think you could pull off the musical episode?
We'll see, man. If there even is one.
Harry was briefly he acted at the Lyric Opera in Chicago, so he's got a bit of a
Ian
background
loves to bring this up. That
he's a serious actor.
That I had a residency at the Lyric Opera of Chicago. It was not a residency. They hired me multiple times, but they hired me as an actor, which meant in my contract specifically, I was not allowed to sing. I was not even allowed to open my mouth on stage. Because then they would have had to pay me like a singer's rate or whatever. It was fun though. They would do Fiddler on the Roof, and then they would hire 6 actors to play villagers and soldiers and stuff, So I did 5 or 6 shows at the Lyric Opera of Chicago, but I'm not really a singer. So Ian just likes to kind of.
You could have just gone with it, man. You could have yes-anded me. It would have been.
I did. It's all true.
I mean, that looks great on a resume.
It really does.
Right. Until you get a casting director who's like,
Yeah.
hey, so this says.
Never said I was a singer. I just worked there.
You mentioned, one of the things that you like about coming to these conventions is meeting the people, seeing the cosplay, things like that. But I'm going to ask you to peel back the curtain a little bit, and that is at a convention like GalaxyCon, whether it's at a table next to you, in the green room, passing in the hall, has there been a moment where you saw another guest, another celebrity, and you kind of maybe fanboyed out a little bit? Maybe you, either foot and mouth or maybe you spoke a little bit too much.
I tripped over my words at GalaxyCon, Ohio, actually, because we had the wonderful Weird Al was there.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
And, you want to be respectful, and not totally, jump in their face or anything. But I was, obviously a huge fan, and I think I called him Mr. Weird. And,
we literally were like, "What do we call you?"
Yeah, and he said, "Al's fine." So. Foot and mouth, but
I think it might be easier to list the people we haven't done that to.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're just coming in. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just going crazy. So yeah.
So what's your fandom of choice then? You said obviously DC.
Who's here?
I'm a big
Star
DC
Trek
guy. Yes, Ian's a huge Star Trek fan.
I love Star Trek. I
Yeah.
love Lord of the Rings. I mean, you're a big comic book guy. Like,
love comic books.
legitimately, yeah.
Yes.
What kind of collections do you have at home? Like, are you a collector of sorts?
We get into Magic the Gathering.
Oh
Yeah.
Magic.
Play a lot of
Yeah.
Magic. We play a lot of Magic on the road.
We
so,
do.
We
do. We brought our decks here.
Yeah. Bring them everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that yeah. I had to stop collecting physical comic books because I literally just did not have room anymore. So I gave a bunch of those to my friends, and now I try to just read them digitally. Which is kind of a shame, but it's I just don't have anywhere to keep it.
Yeah.
But the Magic cards, the deck boxes, the containers and everything, it's like it's becoming a problem again.
It's the storage is an issue. So
Yeah.
I guess traveling with that, it's gonna be heavy though.
It
yeah,
it means
and they
we have to
always
check
get
it back.
stopped by TSA. It's like, what
They
the
really
hell
do.
are these?
There's some residue on the cards or something that
Something
sets
that.
it off.
Yeah.
So it's
the
kinda,
foils that.
It's something. It's because you got the rare cards.
If you have a mono blue deck, they just throw it out.
Right?
Some inside jokes there.
Yeah.
Right.
They get it.
So what I'm hearing is tomorrow night, Magic the Gathering, and Rick and Morty season finale in the lobby
Yes.
of the Marriott.
Tournament will end at 11 p.m. sharp, no matter who's
Yes.
winning.
Right.
And as long as everybody's watching the premiere on their own credentialed account.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Separate accounts, people.
No sharing passwords.
So as I said, we have a microphone right here. If you guys want to start lining up,
Go.
come on, Nick, come on.
Anything you'd like to
This
ask
is
us
my
about
buddy
Magic
Nick.
the Gathering
Nick is always
would be
first
great.
in line. I love Nick. He's here every year. Nick, how are you how's this weekend treating you? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, having a good time?
Mm-hmm. All right. I was wondering, what was your favorite episode before you started voicing the characters?
Ooh, good question.
Good question.
Like a classic episode. I think it would be the Anatomy Park episode for me. It's a holiday classic in my family. I introduced the show to my mom and dad long before I was involved in it. Because with Ruben, it's a Christmas episode.
It is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's or a human holiday episode, I should say. And so we would watch that every year. Not my mom's favorite, and now she's like, "Oh, great, Rick and Morty, let's watch it." Yeah, I'm so proud of you. And then I just burp.
Mine's kind of a sleeper pick. I feel like nobody really ever thinks about it a lot. It's called Pickle Rick. Does anybody know that episode?
Nick, what is your favorite episode?
Total Recall. Or
Ooh,
Total
Total Recall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Another
Excellent.
great one.
I love it. Excellent.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Hello. Pull it like it's pull that handle, squeeze that handle like it's a bicycle brake.
There we go.
I don't have a question, but my dad does, and I just wanted to say hi to Morty because he's my favorite character.
You're my favorite character. I love the outfit. Yeah, you're looking good. Got the whole 9 yards and everything. You guys look fantastic.
Hi, Dad. What's your name?
Hey, Mike. And
Hi, Mike.
Thank you earlier. I got to meet you. So I had a question, and it's kind of for both of you guys.
Sure.
And really kind of a writer's question, but I hope maybe you guys give some answer to it. season 7, when you guys started, episode 5, Morty had said something after the end of everything had happened that I could end the Rick experiment anytime I want. What is the Rick experiment? Can you answer that?
Harry.
I don't think there's it's not. I don't think it's alluding to anything that we haven't seen. Right? I think he's literally just saying, I've erased people. I've erased Diane from all existence. I've now erased R.I.P. Uncle Slow from all existence.
Rest in peace.
I think he's literally just saying, this is my interpretation. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not one of the writers. I think he's literally just saying, like, don't come after me because I have a device that can erase all Ricks from existence. I think that's all he's saying.
Thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Morty.
Thank you, guys.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Oh, that's not a lab coat. Sorry, I thought you were another Rick. No, kidding.
I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I've been doing theater and acting for 8 years, and I have a lot of issues with doing like impressions, but mainly with like articulation and wearing my voice out. So how do you guys get over those issues or those hurdles if you have any of those?
It's a great question, and anybody looking to do any kind of vocal performance would do well to really take vocal health seriously. So yeah, you got to take care of your instrument and just kind of be in a good habit with it. Nothing that's gonna hurt your voice. So when we're recording, I avoid alcohol. I know it's not what Rick would do, but it's stuff that's really harsh on your voice you want to avoid. And then more good stuff, hot water, tea, honey, lemon, that sort of thing. Try to stay healthy, stay physically fit, because being in a booth and having to do these crazy Rick screams, it requires a lot of exercise. So, and actually, if you do some cardio before you do a recording session, you're going to have more vocal stamina. You're going to have better airflow, blood flow, all that good stuff. So taking care of yourself as a whole is a big part of taking care of the voice and making sure that you're supported. And going on vocal rest when when it starts to hurt, listen to your body and don't overdo it, because that's when you're going to do damage, is when you're trying to push through. So, even in our sessions, even if we're under a tight deadline, our directors and producers, if we're feeling sore or hoarse, we'll call a session. We'll pick it up the next day, because we need to be able to sustain this for how many years? 100 years, forever. But yeah, I think we each have a warm-up regimen that we do, and then the rest is in terms of getting to do those extreme voices. Lots of breath. Support yourself with breath. Any singing exercises you might do or classes you might be able to take, highly recommend those.
Sounds like you have a lot of experience already with
yeah.
that. I'm sure you have like vocal warm-up techniques that you've learned in the course of your years in theater. So yeah, if you keep taking classes and stuff, and you'll learn more of those, and you'll pick and choose and find the things that work for you, and then put them into your practice, and just make sure you're consistent with it. Practice wellness.
And do practice voices. If there's an impression that you really want to nail, just listen real carefully and just flex that muscle, because your voice will change naturally, and you can also you can stretch your range in a safe way. And just pay attention to the real subtle things, and just practice, and then it's like any other muscle. You'll be flexing that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was really hoping,
And best of luck to you.
I was really hoping you were going to say, go on stage and don't talk.
You know what? You should get a residency at the Lyric Opera. That's what you should
Honestly,
do.
yeah.
That's
honestly,
that's
shoot
how you
for the
do
lyric,
it. Yeah.
and you're good.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Nikki. So me and my friend were at your booths here earlier, and we were the ones who asked you how to do your voices, and I actually have been practicing Morty.
Let's hear it.
Aw, jeez.
Oh, cheese. That's good.
And
Too much Morty in this room.
my question is, so when we were here, if you could answer in character, when we were here, the line to meet Morty, which Harry, was shorter to meet the line for Rick. How does Rick feel about that?
I can't speak for Rick or as Rick, but I'd say get fucked.
Oh, sorry, I meant the line for Morty was longer.
Oh, well, it's a complete 180, isn't it?
Yeah, get fucked.
He doesn't care about anything. That's probably what Morty would say.
I don't know.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Who knows?
That's
Just
just
my
yeah. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Hope, and I was wondering, since the show's so long-standing and everything, how do you keep your performances consistent while also staying fresh?
Well, that's a good question. Consistency is interesting because these are human beings, you know? They're people just like you and me, and I wonder if sometimes we confuse consistency with like being static, you know? Because these characters are dynamic, and maybe some of their change is slow, but it is there, and it you know, I think all of these characters have changed. So to me, it's I don't know. I guess the consistency that you're probably talking about is just remaining true to the character. You know, it's just reminding yourself of who these characters are, and putting yourself into their mindset, and of course into their given circumstances, but also like allowing them to grow through these crazy, wacky storylines that they have. You know, so I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I mean, our job is always to bring ourselves to the role, and the job initially of the voice matching was to match almost exactly the end of season 6, so that the transition between seasons would be as seamless as possible. That was the job. The sound of any actor over the course of 10 years is probably going to change on any show, and so a lot of what you might have heard, if you're really listening closely as we needed to for season 6, it's going to sound different from a lot of the iconic episodes of the first 3 or 4 seasons. So, you know, what it's become is an experiment, if you will, in being true to the character overall, and sometimes the sound might come out different, as it always has, and over time will continue to change. But as long as it's true to the circumstances, like you were saying, of the character, then that's, you know, the essence of the role, the stuff that, you know, we all get excited to watch every Sunday for, you know, that sort of thing. That's what we're trying to do justice to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, I mean, you look at one of the most iconic characters of all time, Homer Simpson.
Great example. Yes.
At the very beginning, especially Tracy Ullman show, even to season 1 to where we are now.
He was kind of like this to Bart, and then
frosty
And
chocolate
then he slowly went over to this sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
and really, so many animated shows. You know, there's a lot of change.
yeah. Because the actors behind these roles are also human beings.
They're people.
And they
You're
change.
saying,
and
you're saying
yeah.
people change over time?
How about that?
That's crazy.
I know.
Harry went through puberty since season 7.
I did. Can you give it up for that?
Yay,
Thanks.
puberty!
Thanks. Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Jonathan, and
Jonathan.
I was curious, as fans coming in as the voice actors, did you have a chance to try the Szechuan sauce? And what did you think of it? Did you like it? Or no?
I was one of the guys that went to McDonald's.
He
and
was.
brought it
He's
back.
he's banned from
I didn't
like 14
do
McDonald's.
any damage to McDonald's, but I definitely got. I have a pack at home that is in a safe.
And I did not get my hands on a pack, but I did make it with a friend. Like right after that episode came out, we were in college, and he worked at a bar and grill, and was like, all right, we're gonna make the Szechuan, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get all these ingredients, you know. And we spent like 3 hours making it because we didn't know what the heck we were doing, you know. And it was good. I don't remember. It was spicy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Do you have any packets?
Yeah. Do you have any?
He's got him on him right now.
Yeah. Give it up if you do.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm DJ.
Hi, DJ.
Hey, DJ.
So we've noticed Rick getting softer and like taking more mental health more seriously over the past couple seasons, and it's kind of very organic. There's not like a specific point where he's just deciding I'm going to be better now.
Right.
And I've tried to reverse engineer it with my Morty here, and I keep coming back to the Pissmaster debacle.
Okay.
But I was wondering if you guys have any ideas about when the turning point was where Rick's going to decide to be softer and try to be better.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, I'm not to beat a dead horse, but, you know, these people, they're human beings, you know, they're real, they're people, you know, and so, I don't know, you think about yourself. Sometimes we have those moments where we say, I'm going to change, and but really I think it's a gradual process. I think it's a bunch of little things that add up. I feel like very rarely do we wake up one day and say, I am going to now become a different person, you know? So, I think it's just a bunch of little things and big things that all kind of add up into this slow change that that the person themselves might not even notice about themselves, you know?
Yeah, I don't know that there's any one moment, and this also might be more of a writer's question in terms of how they view the full arc of Rick. Just from an interpretive standpoint, Rick's a problem solver. And so if there's problems to be solved within, reluctant as he might be to start therapy or admit that it's working in some way, I think that we've seen it play out. It's softer in terms of more emotional availability and being there more for his family, sure, but by no means any less badass as a result. Still maintaining his sense of self even while he's bettering himself. I think and that's a pretty good example set that we can take mental health seriously, and it shouldn't take away what the superpowers we have. The superpowers someone like Rick might have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi guys, my name is Diego, huge fan by the way.
Hi Diego.
Thank you.
I have a question. So this weekend we found out that a spin-off of Rick and Morty is going live with President Cortez.
Yes.
What's your thought of the expansion of the whole franchise?
We're so thrilled.
Yeah, we really couldn't be more excited about it.
And also thrilled that we don't have to keep any secrets ananymore.
Yes.
Stuff that we
I've been so worried.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of the people that work on our show also work on that show. So there's things we had to keep under wraps until Comic-Con and the big announcement, and we're just so happy to share in the excitement of all our friends who work on this show to expand the universe.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, how much of the announcement you heard or any of the talk that went on this past weekend about it, but it's gearing up to be a really cool version of our universe. Where the president is solving issues that maybe Rick wouldn't touch in a different way that we wouldn't see in the main Rick and Morty show, but still within that same universe. I think anything that grows the multiverse is a good thing, and I think fans have a lot to, from what I've heard, because we get to be fans for this too.
Yeah, exactly.
And just, see it come out new. I think that there's a lot to be excited about. Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Diego.
Would the multiverse, would it be called the Mortyverse?
Oh, would it? I think we need to pitch that.
I think
The Morty.
hashtag it up.
Enter the Mortyverse.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Patrick, and I normally don't come up to ask questions, but as soon as you guys said you played Magic the Gathering,
Here we go.
All right.
I had like 5,000
Finally, the
questions.
real
that came
question.
up.
Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for.
So there have been rumors that there's going to be like a Rick and Morty like crossover set. at
Have
some
there?
point. There is a rumor like, out there. I feel like it's a secret lair set of some sort in the future. So my question for you guys is, what kind of characters would you like to see in such a set, and how would you design that character? You don't have to go through specifics, just like generically, like conceptually.
All right, top of my head.
First of all, it would be news to us.
Yeah,
Honestly,
literally,
if that happened.
legitimately had not heard about that.
But demand drives that sort of thing.
That's
So clamor for it. and
Yes,
ask for it.
yes.
We would love that. I would love to see Bird Person personally.
Yes.
As like an 8/8 flyer with haste and go fuck yourself or
Maybe,
whatever.
yeah. White blue maybe, I think,
Yeah,
for Bird Person.
yeah, maybe,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Crumbopulous Michael is like a 3/3 black mono black assassin type character.
Yeah,
or something.
I feel like maybe the Cthulhu from the opening. This is a theory. I don't know. The Cthulhu thing from the opening would have to be like an Emrakul, right?
Yeah, yeah, like a 16 mana drop.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's like 80% of the people here are like, what, like so. Nobody cares.
None of this is canon. We don't know anything. We're just fans.
Like, I've never thought of this before, but
yes.
here's a 30-minute dissertation.
Exactly. I've got it right here. We have thoughts. We have ideas. That would be pretty cool. Who would you like to see?
Yeah.
Mr. Meeseeks.
All right. Describe Mr. Meeseek's card.
Is it an instant?
Well, he wants to die. So you got to figure out how he's going to die, but he keeps multiplying over and over.
Like a self-sacrificing creature or something.
I think as long as he's on the board, you can't win the game.
Okay.
That's a good,
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. You know what? An artifact Meeseek's box in play would be great.
Yeah.
And then you could just
pay one, tap it, create a token creature.
Token
It's
Meeseeks.
got to be like a genie lamp almost, where it's like it's so powerful, but obviously the downside is like you just can't win the game as long as it's there.
I love
Right,
that.
yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's making Magic Secret Lair cards, who might be listening here.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm John.
Hi, John.
So I have 2 quick questions, real quick. In season 5, Morty goes to see a Marvel film with Beth. What do you think that Marvel film was? And what is your favorite Marvel film?
What year did season 5 come out? Somebody said? Did somebody say? Somebody in here knows. I'm trying to think. Let's see. He went and saw, let's say, I don't know. I'm gonna say, and I don't know. I can't speak for Morty, but I don't know. So it was Civil War, and he loved it. Probably.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah. Let's say that.
Morty actor Harry Belden said today it's canon that they saw Civil War.
I did not say that.
You know what's cool is that a lot of Rick and Morty writers from the past have moved on to work on Marvel stuff. So it's very possible that whatever Marvel film within our show's universe they saw was written by someone who used to write on the show. So if that isn't kind of a trippy thing, I don't know what it is. It's pretty cool.
And last question. Evil Morty says that he doesn't want hundreds of evil Summers after him, or Summers specifically. So I'm wondering, is Morty scared of Summer? And I know Rick said that Summer reminds him of his wife, or like his granddaughter reminds him of his wife.
You really pay attention to these shows.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
So,
That's awesome.
I'm wondering,
Pulling some
right?
deep cuts.
Is he scared of Summer, and is she more intelligent than him as a family member?
I think that he's just kind of acknowledging that Summer takes after Rick quite a bit, which we see in the Quado episode. You know, when Rick and Summer doing their Taken, and
when she did a Die Hard as well.
And when she did Die Hard,
a lot of badass Summer moments. For sure.
So I think he's just like, I'd really rather not have a bunch of Summers that are capable of stuff like that coming after me. No thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, so we have about 10 minutes left. I think we can get through everybody here. We go quickly.
Sure.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Tasha, and I just had a very simple question. Statement first. I wanted to say that I really love Rick and Morty in general, but the one episode that I just find myself really having a hard time to get through is season 7, episode 8, The Rise of the Numericons.
Okay.
Did you have a hard time voice acting that episode, because the plot itself was a bit difficult and tired to kind of follow? I didn't really feel like following Goldenfold, really.
You don't like Mr. Goldenfold?
No, I don't. I love him, but I just felt that was the Mortiest episode ever of Rick and Morty. Like it felt flat for me. So.
So you hate Morty?
No, I don't hate Morty.
Get fucked.
I'm
Rule
sorry.
3
I
is.
just wanted to know,
yeah.
did you enjoy recording that specific episode?
Oh,
or
yeah.
what's your least favorite episode that you might have recorded?
I truly do not have a least favorite episode
Okay.
that I record. I had a blast recording the Numericons when it was up there. So it was so funny recording that one. I specifically remember being in the booth and watching the pre-life, or the animatic of and the thing going like the cockadoodle and then the cockadoodle too. I love that. A bunch of number puns, and I thought it was hilarious.
I'm sorry. It was a lot to follow for me, and that just, I don't know. I just wanted to know how you felt about it.
I loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
And Mr. Goldenfold too is one of my favorite. He's just so funny. His delivery on everything always kills me.
Yeah. And Rick isn't in that episode, so I enjoy it because I get to kind of watch it just, as a fan. It's not something I worked on as directly as the character. So when that came out, it was I got to just kind of pop a little popcorn and
and that's how I felt about Valky Rick in season 8.
Yeah.
There's Morty does not make an appearance in that one, so I was just like, cool, new episode.
Granted, we might have a little different perspective. Of watching the show, but
Right, of course.
but yeah, I think there's always usually an episode here or there that is divisive among fans. That I think it gets people talking, and I think it also appeals to different people in different ways. I think there's something for everybody in this series. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I was one of the weirdos who came by earlier and told you it's the only show my family can watch together. So
Oh yeah, great. Yeah,
I was one of those.
that's
Sorry.
No, that's great. That's awesome.
We genuinely love that. Seriously.
So my question is, you guys mentioned earlier that the writers are such a big part of the characters. So I'm curious, kind of on the flip side, is there any lines that you guys are really proud that you came up with, or that you changed just a little bit to change the context, maybe, that kind of sticks out in your mind?
To be perfectly honest, the scripts always, they arrive to us after so many revisions, and it's been this way for years on the show, even before us, where the writers really they're belaboring this each script, and so everything's very intentional, everything's very deliberate, and so it's our job to make it sound as off the cuff and improvisational as possible. That said, burps and stammers kind of come out wherever they please, and so when we're interpreting the script, there might be a direction that we give in any number of 20 takes we give per line that is maybe a surprise, or they want to chase that direction, and so it might not have been the version they heard originally, but they kind of like what we gave them, and so that's sort of where our input is. It's not necessarily in the words themselves, because those are already taken care of, but in the interpretive nature of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Philip.
Hi, Philip.
My question is, if the voice director came to you and said, hey, we want you to do the voice for this other recurring character for this episode, who would you pick and why?
Are you asking me to make up a character right now?
No, like
An existing character.
Yeah.
Who is there an existing character that you would like to
do the voice for an episode?
Gosh. Well, I mean, there's always. I don't know. That's a good question. It would have to be one that's already existing. That I don't. Meeseeks is always fun.
Yeah, I was gonna jump in with Meeseeks, but I didn't want to step on your toes.
No. I think either of us would have a lot of fun with that, or like Garbage Goober or whatever. He's so funny. Yeah. Trash. I love trash. Yum yum trash. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Garbage Goober did mitosis, and then now there's two of them.
Yeah. Have you done Have you practiced a Meeseeks just in case?
I go into it every now and then at home, and my wife hates it. So.
That's
Ooh, can do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
And my question is, do you guys have a favorite side character from the show?
Crumbopulous Michael. Yeah.
I like fart.
Same episode.
I forgot about that.
Thank you so much.
Jessica's feet.
Hello there.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Okay. My question for you is, are you hoping that your show Rick and Morty will do a crossover with the show Solar Opposites?
Somebody in the crowd
Wow.
said no.
Some opinions out there.
Damn.
Save it for Reddit. Anything that grows the multiverse would be great.
Yes.
Again, we know a lot of people that work on that show as well. We
Yes.
also play them in softball.
That's true.
Yeah,
In real
all
life.
all the little TV shows have softball teams in California. It's a little fantasy world.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, so yeah, we're friends with all them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really
They're all wonderful people.
they're great.
How are they at softball?
They're actually really good at softball.
No, they were in the league above us this past
they
season.
did better.
So,
Yeah, so we do
yeah.
practices. They're fine. But yeah. We play
I
Bob's Burgers as well.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't
it's
seen.
cool. Yeah, it's fun.
I haven't seen Solar Opposites yet, and I haven't heard any of the reviews.
Yeah, check it out. I think it's a great show. It's
a really good show. Yeah.
Okay. All
Awesome.
right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
Just a couple more minutes here. Hello, what is your name?
Hello, my name is Lee.
Hi, Lee.
My question is, as an aspiring voice actor myself, and I'm pretty sure that there are at least a couple among us, is there anything that you could say that would help us land a role at all? Like any specific place to look or something like that?
Acting, it's a tough business. Honestly, it's really hard, and all you can do is know that you are a unique individual. So anything that you bring to a role, your interpretation of a character, is going to be unique in that way because you are you. So you do your work, you put it all out there creatively, you interpret the character as you would interpret it, and then you let it go, and that's it.
Yeah, bring whatever voices you feel are inside of you that are original characters, or you catch yourself doodling something and you put a voice to it. When you feel comfortable, put it on a demo reel, have it ready to go, because you never know when an opportunity is going to come up or when someone's going to be listening, and what you have to offer is exactly in that moment what they want. I'll also get on a little soapbox here and just say in general that, yeah, it's tough out there, but as long as there is a demand for art made by people and not
human beings,
then actors and writers and animators and illustrators can continue to do the work that we all are here to celebrate and love.
Yeah.
So as an artist, be a participant in that that demand for real art and celebration of that. We're all here because we love the kinds of, you know, the arts that we're here to celebrate, you know, whether it's TV, movies, comics, whatever. So you're all doing your part by being here.
Yeah.
But yeah, support artists and real art, and you'll create a home in this creative space, and that's where the career will come from, hopefully. Yeah.
Thank you. Continue to have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
All right, so we got like 2 minutes. We lightning round this thing up.
Hi, my question is, what is your guys' favorite episode to record? Like, the best plot, the best line delivery, and just the best in general, in your opinions?
Good question.
I'm Mort Ricken.
Same. I'm Mort Ricken. Got to beat myself up. All the blood in my mouth and those, you know, sounds of punching myself. There was all kinds of crap that I had to put into my mouth to get those sounds. Cotton balls, fruit by the foot, whatever it was. Most of it ended up on the page of my script by the end of the session.
It's in a museum now.
Yeah,
That's
right.
script.
Yeah, I'll sign it if anybody wants it. That one's for me. But yeah, on Mort Ricken. And I think some of my favorite lines of Harry's is in the Charger episode that kicked off season 8.
Oh.
So yeah, if anyone's not caught up on season 8 yet, by the way,
tonight,
you got time to binge before tomorrow's finale. So
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Pedro. Just a quick comment, and I know a lot of us here are kind of shy sometimes. Just want to thank you guys for coming. One, because you didn't have to, and we really appreciate, everybody here really appreciates what you're doing, and the show, how good it's gotten since you guys have come on board. I'm his dad, by the way. He was just dying to come up here. We watch it together. I'm one of those assholes that let his kids watch the show.
On Adult Swim.
Gotcha. Got to
We're
start
not here to
young,
judge.
right?
Hey, parental supervision. You're good.
Also, I started watching the show when I was stationed overseas. I was in the service. I'm retired. I started watching it in Afghanistan. So nothing like hearing, you know, Farsi, and they're like, oh, gee, Rick. You know what I mean? From an interpreter. So that's out there for you guys.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for everything you do. Continue to do great, and we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. It means the world to us.
All right, last question.
Last question. My name is Daryl. How you doing?
Hi, Daryl.
Good. Hi, Daryl.
If you happen to have a real life Meeseeks box, what's the first thing you'd ask Mr. Meeseeks to do?
Oh, massage, probably, honestly. Yeah, just give me a massage. That's it. I'm out.
Probably ask him to help me with my golf game and get into a ton of trouble.
Oh, did you not learn anything from the episode?
We're not supposed to live this long, Jerry.
Golf is easy now.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome questions. Thank you.
Well, really good questions. Yeah.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Thank you guys for hanging out. One last question. You want to take, I mean, this room is packed. Why don't we celebrate by taking a big, giant group photo?
We would
together?
love that, yeah.
Yes.
And also, if you haven't come by to meet us already, we'll be at our tables just for a little bit after this panel. We'd love to meet you.
So come up by the stage, not on the stage, by the stage.